Okay, I'm out here filming the sky for my Skywatch today. Now, all night long I heard damn helicopters. Helicopter, plane, whatever. I think both. And it was like all night thing. Right across from the house, over the sky. And then again this morning and now. And it sounded like it was like right at this house. Okay. Besides, things going on in the sky, which I'll talk about later. I want to know who this is. I want to know who this is because, well, there's no forest people in the helicopters today flying around. So it's something else. Usually when there's a light yellow, I was told it's a forestry. But who is this? I want to know. And they keep coming around the house. Okay, if you're going to land somewhere, whatever. But just night and day now since last night. Okay, the sky looks a bit weird. I noticed this morning, now don't tell me it's gone now. This morning there was a huge chemtrail straight over the house. Straight up over the house, and it was wide. And it had a weird cloud at the end of it. And that was early this morning, and I should have taped it before it went away. Let me check again. And I believe they're messing with our weather. I believe they still got this crap going on with HAARP in Alaska because I remember back in the day, I live in western North Carolina, and I remember back in the day in March, it used to get so hot. But like, it got sunny for a while. It's a little bit warm, but then you've got those weird, like, shots of icy cold air that come and go, even when it's sunny outside. And like, I'm not getting that. It's just strange as hell. Like, one second you'll be hot, and the next second there'll be like ice cold air just shooting around you. And I don't know what's going on. But now I hear a plane to the south. It's to the south. Usually, there was one at the north all night long, right across at that house, right up over it. And it's like I kept hearing it, so I came outside and was watching, and I saw a helicopter with red lights flashing nearby. I didn't see a plane, but I saw a helicopter. Oh my God, look at that big thing. That's a big bird of some kind, and it's huge. Now, I've seen bigger than that. Look at this thing. Can you see? I know it's real sunny out here. Dang, I hope you can see it. It's hard when it's so sunny. Let me see for a second. It's just flying up there. It's freaky to me. I hope I'm getting it. And it's a funny thing that it just keeps circling around right here. Now, this crap is funny, guys. Look at that. Look at it. Can you see it? I sure hope you can. Because that is some weird stuff. And I want someone to tell me why they think that happens. Why is this bird? Now, normally when they come around, there's been bigger ones, but normally when they come around, they don't just go in circles around and around and around. What does that signify? What does that signify? I just hope that this is taping. I hope you guys can see that, because I want you to see that so bad. That darn bird flying up there, just going around and around. And now it's higher. There it is. It's still there. That is odd. Very odd. Like, why is it hanging around? You know, people will say I'm crazy, but I tend to believe that there are, I don't know how to explain it without sounding totally crazy, but I'm just going to have to come out and say it eventually. I think that there are bad things. I do believe in things being released through portals, and I was told by a few people that this is getting so close to the end of the time, and that is why we're seeing a lot more weird stuff going on. And I swear to you, well, I didn't tape it because I wasn't ready, but it hadn't been but maybe a month ago, if that, maybe 3 weeks ago. There was, it looked like a bird, like that one, but it looked like it had a face, like a big face. Well, I don't see that bird anymore. It's gone. Anyway, I hear the plane or whatever nearby. And it looked like a freaking, some kind of a big plane, but it also looked like a big bird with a demonic head. And I'm not kidding you. Now, I heard a loud noise that morning, and I had on my gown. And I had my window open. Nowadays I leave my window open a lot because I want to run outside if I hear something crazy and see what the hell it is. And so there was a noise that was going go 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 real extremely loud. I can't do it good, but that's what it was. And I came outside in my nightgown and I saw this crazy thing. And I'm like, am I going totally out of my freaking mind? Am I going totally out of my mind? And I was wishing my brother, somebody was around, but he was sleeping. I didn't want to go and wake him up and be like, come outside. But this thing, this is the sky. But this thing, it looked like some kind of a huge aircraft. But yet, it looked like it had a head like a demon. The wingspan was real wide and huge, and it looked like a bird's wings. But yet it looked like an aircraft. I mean, it was up high, really high, but not so high that I couldn't kind of tell how it looked. Now, it didn't linger. It went by, not real fast, it went by. But I swear it was like the nose of it or the face of it kind of nosed down a little bit and then went straight back. And something else that I've seen. I was coming home from town the other day and I was in the car and I saw this white thing and it was just shooting straight up into the sky, and it was a line, and it was just like it was doing it over and over and over, and it was up real high, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And I never did figure that out. I've got to research that, but there's some weird stuff. If I have to come out here several times a day, I'm going to keep coming out. I want to start coming out at night. I want to see if I don't think I'm crazy, but I want to see if the aliens are still fighting in the sky, because they had been around June 2019, and I was told by someone very, very high up that that was what was going on, and that I lived near a place where they kept spacecraft. And I had seen a mother ship behind a big cloud. And there was one weekend, I think it was around the 4th of July, one of my friends who is also, he's part alien. He is part alien. He told me, he said, get inside your house now. He said, they're fighting. I'm like, I want to see what's going on. He said, get inside your house now. So I lingered around outside. I mean, I'm not going to do what anybody tells me to do if I don't want to, but there was noise. And it wasn't anyone down here shooting. There was firing going on in the sky. And it went on for hours. And these space things were zipping back and forth. And there were green lights. And they were just right up above. And then once they were done, they headed back, I guess, or one of them anyway, headed back toward the west. But you can think I'm crazy if you want, but I'm telling you the truth. And I'd like to hear from others what their experiences are, or what they've noticed, what's going on in their area. Talk to me, people. I wanna talk to people about this. And let's keep a watch. I think it's pretty important. I'll see you again soon. Take care.